UFC 312 just wrapped up. It was a it was a terrible pay-per-view main card, to be honest. Let's see, you had decision, a draw, but still decision, KO TKO heavyweights, another decision, and another decision. So you had four decisions on the main card. One heavyweight finish, which just kind of looked, it wasn't a satisfying finish, to be honest. I think the main event was obviously the best fight on the card, main card at least. Um, but yeah, it's just completely forgettable card, not memorable whatsoever. It was a big letdown. But overall, the main event, Strickland versus DDP. DDP easily won this time. I predicted this completely. I just said, DDP, he has the ability to like change up his game plan, change up his style. Sean Strickland's style is just fixed. He's not able to change what he does. DDP did really well, throwing a lot of kicks up to the head, a lot of body shots. He backed Sean up, which is anytime you back Sean up when you take him out of his zone. Look at like the Jared Cannonier fight, even the Alex Pereira fight. Sean doesn't do well when he's moving back, and Dricus adjusted perfectly to that. Now they're saying Hamzat's next for Dricus. I cannot believe people are really siding with Hamzat to beat Dricus. This is the Hamzat that went to a draw with a washed up welterweight in Kamaru Usman on short notice. He went 3 rounds with Gilbert Burns, got dropped by him. He has one good performance over Rob at middleweight, which the finish itself was a little fluky, like a freak injury. But people really think Hamzat's going to run through DDP. I cannot believe like how short MMA fans' memory is. If this was coming off of the Usman fight, everyone would say Hamzat's getting whooped. Hamzat has no chance, but since he had one good performance with a fluky finish, now all of a sudden he's going to dominate DDP. I don't think so. I don't even know if I'd have Hamzat beating Sean, to be honest. I mean, you saw how good Sean, his ability to get back up to his feet is. And then DDP he's huge. He's gonna be stronger than Hamzat. Hamzat's probably gonna be a little faster. DDP has the better striking. I think DDP just tougher. I don't know though. We haven't seen Hamzat really tested other than the Burns fight too much, as far as toughness goes. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, but I gotta give it to I'm gonna have to give it to Dricus. And then as far as Sean, I think you could give Sean Izzy. I don't know what else you do with him. I think the Sean Izzy fight would be pretty big. You don't gotta worry about Izzy getting knocked out by Sean. He's got pillow hands. So I think you give Izzy a fight with Sean, or you give Sean Strickland and Rob would be a great fight. Just thought of that. Strickland and Whitaker would be an amazing fight. Those two have been at the middleweight top forever. I feel like that fight needs to happen just in general. So you could do Strickland versus Rob or Strickland versus Izzy. See where you go from there. But overall, this fight was pretty entertaining. Lucas obviously broke his nose in round 4. Saw the blood in the water. He went for the kill, but unfortunately, Sean's defense is so good. But Sean just cannot adjust well in fights, and he didn't have any more urgency in the 5th round, down 4 rounds, than he did in the 1st round. Like, his style is not malleable at all in the way he fights. So, I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to touch the belt again as long as Dricus is around. But yeah, give him Robert Izzy. That'll be a good fight. Co-main, I got this one wrong, so I apologize, but Zhang Weili beats Tatiana Suarez pretty convincingly. It wasn't a fun fight to watch. I don't know, dude. Like, good on Zhang. I never watched a Tatiana Suarez fight. I was just hearing from people that she had really good grappling. So I kind of just went off that. I should have done my own research. Obviously, her grappling in gas tank was not anywhere near good enough to compete with Wei Li, but good on Zhang Weili. I think they need to do Wei Li versus Shevchenko next. That'd be actually a pretty entertaining fight, I believe. You never know though, but I think that's the fight to make. Suarez, I don't know what you do with her. I don't really know the division too well. Also, why does Rose not move back down to strawweight and beat Zhang Weili? She already beat Weili twice. Why? I don't get why Rose doesn't move down. Obviously, she's not finding success out. What is it, flyweight, bantamweight? I don't get it. Rose beat this lady twice, and for whatever reason, she wants to be unsuccessful at the weight class above. If I was Rose, I'd be cutting back down to strawweight and challenging for a title again. I just don't get where her mind is or what the logic is, but I don't know. But Zhang Weili looked pretty good, dominant. Next we got Teixeira, Jet Tafa. I mean, round 1 KO. What else can you ask for, right? But it's no technique. This dude just got elbow fell down. It wasn't a knockout cold moment. It wasn't a crazy knockdown. It was just like he slowly fell against the fence. Got finished. It is what it is. 35 seconds. Good on Teixeira. I thought Tafa would have won. Again, I haven't really watched either of them too much. I've watched Tafa before. I know he has power in his hands, but I figured that the height could be a problem. 7-inch height difference. Taliesin proved it to be a problem. And now he got him in the clinch, so I don't know. I don't know what you do with either one of them. Give Teixeira, like, I would have said Rosenstrike, but he's not in the UFC anymore, so Shamil Gaziev or something. It's Teixeira versus Gaziev. Good enough fight. Keep moving. Jimmy Crute, Bellato, something. Look, I was playing Fortnite while I had these fights up. Like, I was just playing with the boys. I didn't see too much of what's going on. I don't know if it was a robbery or not. It looks like it could have been a robbery from Jimmy Crute, but, it is what it is. I just saw, like, bits and pieces. I saw time I looked up, Jimmy Crute was, like, winning. So I don't know how it was a draw, but yeah, this was the draw, right? Yeah, draw. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much input on this. It's too bad. Jake Matthews. Again, I was playing Fortnite with the boys while this was on. I looked up a few times, saw him piecing them up. I was really hoping Jake Matthews would get the knockout. Obviously not. It is what it is. So good on Jake Matthews. Again, I don't know what you do with him. He's outside the welterweight rankings. I think Jake Matthews, like Wonderboy, would be a good fighter. I don't know. Next we have Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. I really wanted to see Jack Jenkins win, but Santos caught him in a great submission rear naked choke. It looked like it was insanely tight. I'm not too sure about how good Jenkins is. God, what was the fight I saw with him? It's like the leg kick fight or whatever, but good on Santos. Again, I don't have too much input. I was playing Fortnite with the boys while these were going on. I just saw like the moment when he had him in a choke. So, whatever. Good on Santos. Again, Fortnite with the boys, but I picked Tom Nolan. Not really any rhyme or reason, to be honest. I think this was just another boring fight. So, another decision. Yep. I picked Wayne Kong. Bruna Brazil's out of the Fighting Nerds, I believe. So she's like the first one to screw him over. Like give him a bad name, but yeah, she had nothing for Wayne Kong. She was just out striking her the whole time. Pretty much had her way with her. So good on Wayne Kong. I don't really know the flyweight division all too well. Maybe give her like Rose Namajunas. I think that's where she fights. I don't know, but Wayne Kong was pretty good against Brazil. The best thing about this fight was the face-off they had on Friday. Batman versus Joker, but other than that, eh. Here we go. This fight was very, very technical, very high level fight for two unranked fighters. Kobe Thickness versus Alexandre Topuria. I picked Kobe. I thought he might be able to get the upset. Topuria hasn't been tested, and Kobe did look good, but Topuria is literally just a carbon copy of Ilya. Has the same exact stance, same method of fighting, cuts people off the same. He had a beautiful suplex on Kobe. Kobe kept going for takedowns, give him Topuria good looks, which I thought was pretty smart. But then towards the end of the fight, his takedowns were just like very half-hearted. Topuria just ended up getting on top and doing some damage. This fight was like a pretty technical fight. I think the UFC needs to keep Kobe Thickness as well. He definitely deserves a contract. Obviously, Topuria looked amazing. You could do like Topuria versus Saeed or Magomedov. Kobe Thickness, I'm not too sure what to do with him. You could do Kobe Thickness versus Rob Font. Yeah, that would be a pretty fun fight. I'm not gonna lie, because Kobe Thickness seems like a pretty flashy striker, like quick. I mean, you could give either one of them Rob Font. Cruz just pulled out. That'd be a banger. Yeah, both these guys look like they could be promising prospects and have a lot of potential. So this fight was pretty good. I'm excited to see what both these men do in the future. This fight was probably the fight of the year so far. This fight was insane. I mean, first round, Cody Steele hurts Rongzhu, sends Rongzhu. Rongzhu gets up, cracks Cody Steele, and these two are just trading the whole fight. And then, obviously, at the end, they had their Max Holloway moment. No one does it like Max. That Rongzhu guy was backing away a little bit, but still, these dudes are beasts. Oh, lightweight. I didn't know it's lightweight. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was like flyweight. For some reason, it looked small in there. I did not know it was light. And I feel like if they would have done that at lightweight, someone would have got finished, but because Rongju was landing really good shots on Steele and wasn't finishing them, so I was finishing, and they were like very fast. So I thought it was flyweight. Jeez, lightweight. Cody Steele must have a crazy chin. But yeah, this fight was crazy entertaining. Definitely the best fight on the card. Probably the best fight all year. From the first bell is a banger. So these guys definitely deserve fight of the night. I'm excited to see their future fights now. Oh, I'm glad to see they got it. Kevin Doucette, Jonathan McAuliffe. Jonathan was kind of just piecing him up the whole time. Kevin Doucette had his moments, like I think he won round three, maybe, but Jonathan kept landing crazy nasty body kicks, like super hard shots, and then he like landed a flush shot and sent Kevin to the canvas at one point. But Kevin did a good job sticking in there, keeping the pressure on. and he fought well to the final bell. I don't got much to say about this one other than just it was a pretty good performance from Jonathan. I can't really matchmake right now. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I don't think either one of them necessarily looked bad. But Jonathan's definitely improved a lot since his last fight. So this was another pretty good fight on the early prelims. We got this fight that big time Indian prospect gets finished in like 19 seconds brutally. Some people were saying it was like an early stoppage. Dude literally fell over in the fetal position and was like covering his face. So not an early stoppage. It's just a shame that India lost their prospect this soon. I don't know if he's gonna be any good or not. This dude was saying he'd beat Khabib. Absolutely not. But yeah, this fight was the finish was crazy. Just a crisp right hand, right on the button, sent Jubilee flying across the cage, had him shelling up. Beautiful performance from Sakil there, whatever, however you say his name. That's my recap of UFC 312. Main card out of 10, I'd give it like a 3 or 4. Whole card, I'd give it like a 5 or 6. UFC's got to step up their game. You can't be asking people to pay $80 for this kind of card. But the main event, I'd say it went as expected, like pretty much. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. If you have anything to say, leave a comment. I respond to all the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe. See you soon.